Launched in 2002, the continental body is undergoing reform.
The goal is simple: to make Africa stronger and give our people the future they deserve.
Will this make the AU effective? Watch African Perspective on Wednesday at 9:30 p.m. Central African Time on SABC News, Channel 404.
All right, the SABC is here to bring you all the relevant news from across our continent. And as you saw there, the African Union in the spotlight tonight. African Perspective kicks off at 9:30 p.m. Tsepiso Makwetla is the host of that show, and she joins us to give us a taste, as you do every week. So the springboard is the AU meeting currently underway in Botswana. What's happening?
Okay, so before we get to that, Francis, I must just tell our viewers that today African Perspective is an hour long, so we'll be starting at 9 up until 10 o'clock. And among other issues that we'll be talking about today includes the ill health of former Zimbabwean President Robert Mugabe, who's in Singapore receiving urgent medical attention. We'll be crossing to our correspondent who'll be telling us about that development, including the deteriorating health of the foreign minister, I understand. And we'll also be speaking to former President Thabo Mbeki. He is in Tanzania on work for the African Economic Commission, talking about illicit financial flows with African leaders. He's also met with the Tanzanian President John Magufuli, and we'll be looking at the Blue Economy Summit in Kenya. So quite a busy 1 hour.
This is a bonanza.
It's a bonanza.
Let me stop you there, because there's a lot of interest in him, whether you love him or hate him, Robert Mugabe. Do we know any more details?
So what we know so far is that he is in Singapore, and it's said that he is in such bad health that he's currently unable to walk because of his ill health, but also because of his age. And President Emmerson Mnangagwa has said that Zimbabwe will provide whatever medical attention that he needs. So we'll be speaking to our correspondent to find out a little bit more about that. And also the prospects for recovery for the foreign minister. It seems that he is also in very, yes, the current forester, foreign minister. So he seems that he's also in very bad health, and there's a lot of speculation at this point.
All right, then Thabo Mbeki has strong views on illicit outflows. Yes. So we expect that. Then let's move to the AU in Botswana.
So the AU, right now there's a meeting in Botswana taking place. It's the high-level dialogue of the AGA, or the African architecture program. So what they're looking at is the issue of corruption within the AU, and this is really right at the back of a meeting in Addis Ababa, where the AU took undertakings to reform the organizations, and those reforms actually include collapsing some of the commissions from 10 to 8. It talks a great deal about finances of the AU, including punishing member states who are not meeting their obligations. And you know that funding is a major issue for the AU, because it means that they can't plan properly or even execute some of the programs that they have afoot. And you know that they have very ambitious plans. If you know about Vision 2030, and you know about the ambitious goal of ending conflict by 2020, halving it. And if by November the AU is still struggling to get half of its member states to pay monies owed to it, it makes it very difficult to meet those commitments.
I guess this makes sense why it's often accused of not being effective at all, but you will explore many AU areas tonight. That's Tsepiso Makwetla with African Perspective kicking off early, as she said, at 9 p.m. tonight.